Howdy, I'm Tratus of Gray, and we're playing Magic the Gathering Arena. When I first made my Large and in Charge guide, it actually was a beginner's guide that came out right before Zendikar Rising was live. So I wanted to make a quick video that features the Zendikar Rising cards in the beginner's guide to upgrading Large and in Charge, Zendikar Rising edition. I know, I'm a dork. Keep in mind that this guide is geared for a beginner that just completed the tutorial. They've gotten their free decks. There's 16 total, plus the 5 they give you for the monocolors. Okay, you've just completed those decks. You got a collection going. You might have opened all of the codes, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, there are free codes that give you free packs of cards. And you can go to my Discord channel. There's a link below in the more information. If you click that, click the Discord, it'll get you in. Go to the Magic the Gathering channel inside there. There's a link that I have pinned that will take you to a website that have all of these codes. They're gonna give you a lot of cards, okay? So this is a guide designed for that type of beginner. Now, with that being said, you're going to get wild cards. You're going to get cards in those collections with all the free decks. So, that's where we're going to take you and show you what we've done with those wild cards, with the cards you get out of the free decks, and go from there. First, before we even get there, let's look at Large and in Charge just one more time, and just look at the basic deck that they give you for free. Okay, Large and in Charge. Let me turn the music down a little bit here. This is the deck you get for free for completing the tutorial. They start you off with 25 lands, and we're just going to go over the cards just super fast here, and then I'll talk to you about kind of the synergy and combo about it, alright? For your 1-drops, you got Jungle Delver, 1/1 creature. You can even put 4 more into them to put a 1/1 counter on them. You got Stony Strength. You got 2 of these. It's an instant. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Untap that creature. You got 4 Elysians here that allows for some ramp because it's a 1/1 plant creature, and you can tap it for add 1 mana of any color. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, add 2 mana of any 1 color. Rabid Bite. Sorcery, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Woodland Mystic, it is a 1/1 creature, which adds more forest mana when you tap it. You got your 3-drops here, Colossal Majesty. It's an enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Wildwood Patrol, a 4/2 Centaur Scout with Trample. Going on to your 4-drops here, you have Baloth Pack Hunters, which just gets sweeter the more you have on the board because it's a 3/3 creature with Trample. And when it enters a battlefield, put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control named Baloth Pack Hunter. Prized Unicorn is a 4-drop for a 2/2 Unicorn, but when all creatures able to block Prized Unicorn do so. It opens up those attack lanes. World Shaper, 4-drop for a 3/3 Merfolk Shaman. When it attacks, you may mill 3 cards. When it dies, return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. 4-drop for a 4/4 Creature Beast. Going to our 5-drop, Sentinel Spider, 4/4 Vigilance and Reach. Our Gigantosaurus, 10/10 drop Dinosaur. Well, it's a 5-drop for a 10/10 creature. Sorry, said that wrong. Our 6-drop Affectionate Indrik, Creature Beast, 4/4. When it enters a battlefield, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. We got an Epic Proportions here, 6-drop for an Enchantment Aura. It's got Flash, so it can be used as an instant. You enchant a creature which gets +5/+5 and has Trample. Our lovely card that I just freaking love in this deck, Rampaging Bronodon. The 7-drop for a 7/7 Trample, and whenever it attacks, it gets a 1/1/1/1 until end of turn for each lane you control. So if you only had 7, it's adding another 7 to this. It's going to be a 14/14. So really, really nice card. If you got more land, it just gets better. Plus trample. It is just going to mow over things, right? Right. Okay, that is the deck itself. The synergies, it's just think about power 4 or greater. That's what we're going to focus on with the upgrade guide, and I'm going to show that to you here in a second. There's cards that we can replace easily with the upgrade guide as well. We'll talk about that. But yeah, power 4 or greater, right? Power 4. I mean, this, you know, you have a lot of things in here that are going to end up being power 4 or greater. You know, starting with your 3-drops. You know, this is good. If it's you know, if you got just a 3/3, you end up putting this on it. You got your 4/4s here, a 10/10, a 4/4, 7/7. You can make something 5/5, and it doesn't go away. You know, a 4/4 here. So yeah, the synergy is power 4 or greater with this deck. Okay, it's about ramping up, adding, quickly getting that mana in so you can get your big creatures down as early as possible. That's basically it in a nutshell. Let me show you the upgraded guide and where I've taken this deck, and I've actually made it a little bit more competitive as far as getting you those wins, getting that farming done so you can build your collection and start building that mythic dream deck you're thinking of, right? So let's head over there now. Okay, so this is my take on the upgraded deck. Now, remember, if you've opened up the packs, or if you've even spent $5 on the welcome package, and you've also got the free decks collected by doing your color mastery wheel, this is going to help you out a lot. I'm going to go over card for card, why they're in the deck, why it works the way it works. But before we even get to that, let's get to the lands and let's just talk about the cards, and then we'll talk about the strategy. Okay, starting with the lands. As you can tell from the last original deck, it started with 25. I've trimmed it to 21. Now, if you go to Aetherhub, or however you say it, the deck list that's there, you're going to see, in fact, I think they have all the forests as Zendikar Rising forests or whatever. But and when you see me playing the deck or something, you'll see different kinds of forests because I love the art. So just forgive me for that. I throw in different kinds of forests, but it is still 21 forests, okay? I also have 2 Castle Garen Briggs to help us out a little bit. I mean, it still adds forest, sure. It will come in tapped unless you control a forest, but usually we're going to have a forest down. But we can spend 4 to get 6, and we can only use that to cast creature spells or activate abilities of the creatures. So keep that in mind. Let's start with our 1-drops. I threw this in because I just love the art. I mean, you could have the 1/1 Moss Viper or whatever it is, but I love the art on this that came out of Zendikar Rising. It's an elf rogue 1/1 with Death Touch. We'll talk about him in a second. Stone Coil Serpent. This is, you can use it as a 1-drop. It's got a lot of flexibility in this deck. I want more of it, but it has reach, trample, protection from multicolored. That's very important here and very useful. It enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Nessian Hornbeetle. I have 4 of these. It's a creature insect 2/2, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control another creature with power 4 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on Nessian Hornbeetle. We got our 4 ram throughs, which replaced our rabid bites. It just improves it better, and it works as an instant, and gives our creature, if our creature has trample, it does the excess damage as well. So it's an instant. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control, and then the trample effect if it has trample as well. Wilt. It's a instant, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and if there's no enchantments on the board, we can end up cycling it just to draw a card. Garrix Uprising. This replaces our Colossal Majesty. When this enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures you control also have Trample now. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters a battlefield under your control, draw a card. Whew. Draw cards and Trample. Love it. Love Struck Beast. This is a free card that you get in your decks. We placed him in here. Why? Because he's a 5/5 creature if we want him to be for a 3-drop, or we can pay his adventure first and create a 1/1 white human creature token. So much value. And even if you lose that 1/1 token, or if you don't have a 1/1 on the board, he can still block, and you can still ram through with him. So a 5/5 for a 3. Not bad at all. We got 2 Garrix Harbingers in here. It's a 3-drop for a 4/3 creature beast. Hexproof from black. Yes, that black removal that's very popular in Zendikar's Rising. It does not affect this guy. So, whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may reveal a creature card or Garrix planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig. 3-drop for a legendary creature giant noble. When he enters a battlefield, he enters with 4 1/1 counters on it. Whenever another green creature enters a battlefield, which is lovely in this deck, put a 1/1 counter on Yorvo. Then, if the creature's power is greater than Yorvo's power, put another 1/1 counter on Yorvo. Very, very nice. Garruk Unleashed. It's a 4-drop planeswalker. Up to 1 target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. That's for our +1 loyalty. -2 loyalty, we can create a 3/3 green beast creature token. Then if an opponent controls more creatures than you, put a loyalty counter on Garruk Unleashed. And then we can spend 7. You get an emblem with, at the beginning of your end step, you may search your library for a creature card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Very cool indeed. We have a Voracious Typhon. Voracious Typhon? I may be mispronouncing things tonight. I'm sorry. But it's a snake beast, 4/4. It's also got escape on it for 7. We can exile 4 other cards from our graveyard and have it escape. If it escapes with 3 +1/1 counters on. Very cool. Return of the Wild Speaker. This is a 5-drop. These are all of our 5-drops here. It's an instant. We can choose one. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures you control, and or non-human creatures you control get +3/+3 until end of turn. Elder Gargaroth. You get one of these in your free decks. Just amazing card. Very powerful. It's got Vigilance, Reach, Trample, and it's a 6/6 beast. Whenever it attacks or blocks, choose one of the below. Create a 3/3 green beast creature token, or you gain 3 life, or you draw a card. Here's one of our Sentinel Spiders from the original deck. Here is Vivian, Monsters Advocate, 5-drop, legendary planeswalker. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. +1 loyalty, create a 3/3 creature beast. No. I am trying to scroll you down. There you go. Create a 3/3 creature beast token. Put your choice of Vigilance counter, a Reach counter, or a Trample counter on it. When you cast, this is for -2 loyalty. When you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Very nice card. Synergizes very well with this deck, right? We kept our Gigantosauruses. We kept 1 Affectionate Indrik. We did replace 1 with Kogla, which is free in one of your decks. A Titan Ape. He's a 6-drop legendary creature ape. When he enters a battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control, which is what the Affectionate Indrik did. Whenever he attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. And we can return target human we control to its owner's hand. He gains indestructible until end of turn. So he kind of synergizes with Love Struck Beast a little bit, right? I wish we could have a little bit more of these guys. Anyway, we kept the Rampage and Bronodons. Why not? Very cool card. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. The synergy, again, is power 4 or greater. Why? He gets counters on it if you do. Everything, we get to draw cards if that happens. If, you know, I mean, this deck is just insane. I mean, this card, he's like not a threat at first, but as soon as you get your 4/4s on the board, man, this guy every turn just gets stronger and stronger, and then starts becoming a threat. For a 2-drop, beautiful. Now, could you replace these with Scavenging Ooze or whatever? Yes, you could. Or you can mix it up a bit. You could do half and half. That's fine. But, again, this deck is geared to someone who doesn't have a whole lot of rares. So let's talk about that in a second. Let's count how many rares we have. Not counting the ones that are free, like Lovestruck Beast. Technically, Garrix Harbinger is one of them is free if you get the Planeswalker deck of Garruk in the Core 2021. If you get that, you're going to end up getting one of these for free. And then you'll also get another Return of the Wildspeak. Well, so that's something to take into account. If you're going to spend money like I did and you want to get cards in your hand, this is not a bad way of doing it, because you get an arena code, which puts cards in your hand over here too. I just wanted it in my hand personally because I haven't played Magic since the 90s and I wanted a new deck. And green is what I gravitated towards and started upgrading first. So here we go. That's why I got it. I only mentioned that, but we're still going to count them, okay? So we got 2 rares plus 3, the Yorvos. We can add the 2 Harbingers. So now we're up to 7. We can add a Wildspeaker, that's 8. Plus 2 Castle Garenbrigs, that's 10. You're more than likely going to have between 8, maybe 10 rares if you open all those packs. I ended up, I think, with 11. I try to make everything 9 and friendly, as far as what I call beginner friendly, right? So 9 or less is what I meant. 9 or friendly. 9 or less. So we have 10, right? Take away 1 Yorvo. That's fine. That's fine. You don't need the 3rd one. I like having a 3rd one. You don't need it. I would say keep 2 of the Castle Garenbrigs because they help. You know, they give you that extra mana, right? Especially if you have 4 on the board, 4 forests on the board, you can use that and turn it into 6. You know, it's just a cheaper way of doing things instead of using the Great Hinge or whatever for now. So yeah, Castle Garenbrigs, I threw 2 in. You know, you could take out 1 Yorvo. You can maybe even add another forest in. I'm still debating whether 23 or 24 is going to be the best for this deck. You fill it out yourself. Let me know in the comments. Right now I'm playing with 23 and I seem to be just fine. I love the Rampaging Bronodons. Okay, I kept the Gigantosauruses. Just this deck is just so fun. The Kogla is free, like I mentioned. The Elder Gargarath is free, and one of the Return of the Wildspeakers is free. Okay. The 2 Mythic Rares that I have in here that I crafted, I ended up with 2 Mythic Rares after opening all those packs as well. Okay. If you could only have 1, I would say get Vivian. Okay. Being able to look at your library, put something in your hand. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can cast creature spells from the top of your library. That's cool. You can just go ahead and start doing it. But the biggest thing with this, let me scroll her down. When you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser converted mana cost. Put it onto the battlefield. You just casted 1. It's going on there. Here comes a second one. This, if I was going to say, if you're going to craft 1 Mythic Rare, do Vivian. Okay. If you have 2, sure, why not? Put Garruk in there. I love this guy. I really do. You know, I really do. And he's won me some games, you know, already. Why do I have this voracious typhoon, whatever, snake beast? Well, Dimnir rogues or Demir rogues. I just mispronounced that, didn't I? Sorry guys, in the 90s we called them bruiser decks. Blue and black were called bruiser. They were not called these clan names. I'm still learning them as a new player coming back, so forgive me. But yes, because mill is a thing, right? Well, if this gets milled, that's fine. You know, I can bring it back with 3/1/1 counters on it. I can, if it gets countered, I can bring it back. If it dies, I can bring it back. You know, so I threw 3 of these in to replace the Bailoff Pack Hunters and the other 4/4s that were just straight up 4/4s. This has some variety with it, and it's a common. So you could look into doing some the worms that give them 2/2. In fact, I'll show you guys here. You could do Predatory Worms. You get these for free in your deck as well. You could do that if you don't want to end up making these, and these pair well with Garrix as well, because I've had those too. But when Zendikar came out and I was looking at different things, and now mill is a thing, I threw these in there just to give me some variety as well. Okay, now the Garrix Harbinger, very cool, especially if you get the attack off and you're able to just draw into it, right? Yorvos is great. Wilt. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. We don't have enough rares to get gem razors in here, which could replace these. They could, right? The gem razors will, whenever they mutate, they destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's great. For now, we're just using a couple of wilts just to kind of get us through. Ram throughs go great with any of your creatures, but they really shine with Death Touch. They could have a 10/10 on the board. You ram through with your Death Touch, and it's dead. Dead. You didn't know that? Now you do. Stone Coil Serpents, they fill the void of our curve here. But if you get them late in the game, boom, bigger creature. That is the combo, the synergy, wombo combo, whatever you want to call it, the entire deck in itself, right? The Elder Gargaroth replaces one of the Sentinel Spiders. If I get another one, it's going to replace the Sentinel Spider. 5, total 5 mana for a 6/6, and it's got Vigilance, Reach, Trample, and it does one of the, we get to choose one of the things that it does over this any day. Very powerful card. You get one for free. Okay. So when I say, 2 Mythic Rares, I'm looking at this one and this one as far as you crafting. So there you go. I'm going to show some gameplay. It's good. Good. I had a fun time. So coming up next, gameplay. Yeah. But at least we'll get a couple of our wins in for the night. Sadly, I thought we were going to get some in the draft, but 2 close games and one that we just completely got dominated in. Eh. See, we'll see how it works. Little green dragon. I love their I love that sleeve. Very nice sleeve. I don't have anything for my green one though. Turn 2. It can't be this hard of a decision. I don't even think they realize it's their turn, honestly. Now they will. Yeah, see, now they're awake. They have something they can play. There we go. All right. Good solid hits in. What the heck are you? Can't attack unless defending player has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. It can't block unless you have 4 or more cards in hand. So it can block. Okay. And he probably has a counter, so we're gonna go with this one in case he counters it, because we can escape it later. And that we'll send both of these in, because he can at least block with them. And we'll possibly remove that, hit for 6. So we won't be able to escape that now. But we can play this, unless he's got a counter. Nope, he didn't have anything. Good for us, though. Good for us. Holy ram throughs, Batman. No. No. That's a little better. Golly. And hold up and have notified. Not sure why. I'm monitoring. Well, well, no worries. No worries. Let's get rid of. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? I'm gonna regret putting you away, aren't I? Watch this guy be loaded with enchantments. Tucker Patrick. You gonna surprise me? Trucker Patrick. Not Tucker. My bad, I'm sorry. Don't punish me. Kill it. Waste your spells on it. Go for it. I saw him looking at it. What you bringing in? Island, huh? Okay, okay. Chip away for 1. What's he going to counter here? Holding back a blue. So we're gonna go with our little guys first. Yeah, we went with our little ones first. He's a tri-colored deck. Alright. This is a lot of pressure coming out of him. I mean, a lot of good things for us because we can put in some bigger creatures next go around. Probably bring this guy out. He'll probably counter it. Here comes the counter. And that's why we went with the small ones first. 4.5k views is the most I've ever achieved. Well, nice, man, nice. I need to subscribe to your channel, too. There we go. Spend all that mana. Please do, so I can get him out. Are you playing an Omnath deck? Of course you are. Well, you're gonna have to block one of these. Is that enough to win him the game or keep him alive? Don't think so. We'll just hit next. We're going ham. Eating those Omnath decks up like just tasty. Tasty. With the beginner friendly deck upgrade. That's right. That's right. Loving it. I love upgrading decks and having great success with them. Gwent, now that I'm playing, well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I've been watching you play some of that Witcher. It's not the greatest. Maybe we will draw into something better. Maybe. Kinda have a feeling that I already know what your deck is. Tempted to bring you out now. I'm tempted. But I could do that on turn 2 better. No, I've been avoiding it. I've been avoiding it. We'll go ahead and bring you out now. Don't get rid of my Stone Coil Serpent, please. Just don't get rid of it. Don't do it! Don't do it! Yeah, it's because they didn't have the classes that I wanted to play, you know, so I'm like, and, you know, it's still not exact. Well, maybe it is finished with what they have, but I guess. Don't you get rid of my Serpent. Don't you do it. Don't do it. So you're gonna make that a 3/3. Nice. You were so lucky. No blocks. Chipping away at 2. Yeah, I was thinking either going Paladin again or making the son of Tratus, which is a Paladin Druid. I'm gonna get smacked with 4. 6. Well, 7. I can't do math apparently. That works too. Yeah. Now you know what's coming. You know a 10-10 is coming. What? Six plus another 6. Yeah, we have him beat as long as he doesn't gain any life, and as long as he attacks in. Do it. But he's got something. What do you got? Maybe Sunday. Actually, I could probably do it Sunday. Probably do it Sunday. I'll keep this. It's a night deck or a night life deck, something. I don't know. Is it red and white? Nope, still white. If you control another knight, look at the top 5. You may reveal a knight or equipment or legendary artifact, and then put it in your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library. Well, our turn 3 is going to be Yorbo, and then our Nessian is going to get a little stronger. No blocks. How about no attacks right now? He's got something? Maybe? Maybe he does? I hear the flags or something flapping in the wind. Alright, so you can't attack or block. Okay. Block that. Where's my wilt when I need one? Yeah, I'll do this. Okay. Might as well go in with my 5/5. Get that 5 damage in. Because if you send anything over big, I'm getting it with my death touch. And that's just wrong of you, sir. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Well, we don't. Do you get vigilance? No, you don't. So no attacks right now? That's right! We're big! We're green! We're big and green! I guess he realized he was running out of steam there. Hey, I'll take that. New card. Ferocity of the Wilds. Attacking non-human creatures you control get +1 and have trample. Let's play a couple more before we call it a night. I want to see if we can get at least a couple more wins with this upgrade. We're bound to get a loss at some point. It's just, you know, in theory, just how it works. I thought we were going to get the loss on that one. Beady, 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 working everywhere. Beady, 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 working everywhere. Beady, 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 working everywhere. Working everywhere. Working everywhere. Thank you. Thank you, LTG. And yes, that's me singing like a dork every. Especially those that are going to catch us on YouTube. So yeah. Fable Passage. Here is a tip. Don't waste it on your first turn. Wait and do it later, or if you have another play, do it even later, because you're basically not showing any tells right now. See, there's a tell right now. I am showing that I can play something because it did not automatically pass on my turn, you see. But with Fabled Passage, it kind of masks what you can play. So, there you go. Just a little tip. If you don't have to do it right away, don't do it right away. He may have needed to do it. But yeah. He could have done it on the end of my end step. If he needed to do that. I love this elf. A Gruel deck? Is that what we're playing up? Do we want to? I mean, I got more in the deck. Might as well. Chip away for one as well. Remove something that he didn't care to do the adventure with. We'll chip away for one again. Now, if I get another ram through, this would be a great target to do. He's gonna get 5 in. You would challenge me right away, yeah. Yeah, no blocks. If I can get another ram through, that would be great. Or we can just do this.
Civilization sickens me.
How about we push hard?
I like to think big.
I don't think he realizes it's his turn. Now he'll take out my Eruk.
Accept my losses.
Oh, he didn't send. Okay. Do we hold off for a minute? We could. If we get one more land, we're at 5. No, we need 2 more lands. We could just go all in. No, we can't. We need to hold back. Stalemate. No attacks. It's whoever can set up the most opposing army right now. I need to draw some land. I have a 34, basically a 35% chance to draw land. Very nasty Devi deck. So now he's going to draw an adventure and get a draw card thing going? Okay. Alright, so you got something in hand, don't you? So you get double strike, right? And death touch. So might as well just block you with my 10-10. And let's block you. Let's block you. And let's double block you. Just in case. Is this how I want to do it? We could take... No, we really can't take it, yeah. Let's do this. Did I do that right? I'm gonna have to rewatch the replay on that. I'm gonna have to watch a replay on that. So let's see here. View battlefield. I want to see something. No, you. Double strike, which we knew. But how was he able to attack both? I thought you were supposed to pick the order that it goes in. Like, oh, I see. He picked, but why did it not die? It was a 5/5. I get that it... Oh, because of the double strike. I see. It applies... It's like a first strike. So that was our mistake. That was our mistake. We should have... Yeah. So with the Ombre Cleave, he bested us on that one. The double strike applies... It's like a first strike on the first hit, and then there's another strike afterward. So he did the first strike on each of the two creatures with Death Touch on it, and they went dead. Yeah. Double strike is like first strike. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything we could have done with that different, because the Amber Cleave was real. But hey, it was a close game. Playing with the beginner deck with beginner-friendly upgrades. Still a very competitive deck to play. Still a very competitive deck. So not bad, not bad. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I love the extension. I love it. Yeah, we'll keep this. Skip away for one. We got our Death Touch down, our Nesting Horn Beetle down. We got a Murderous Rider coming into play. I'm just gonna send you in. And he'll probably get his 2 life back. We need a big creature in our hand. Whenever a oh. Can I just kill that now? Oh, cancel. No. It's got to come into play first. Now I can. Get out of here! Well, might as well send you in. Chip away for that one. I can activate you, right? You get 6. Now this is interesting. That creature's controller loses 1 life and you gain life. So if I send these in, all 3, I'm gonna lose 3 life. He's gonna gain 3 life, but we're gonna hit him for almost 7. Bummer. He should attack with the Murderous Rider. There he goes. Don't mind if I do. So 4 plus 6. That should do it. Oh, but he'll live. Should we do it now? We'll do 5, but he'll gain 2. So we'll hit for 3. I'll lose 2. But next go around, we'll have him. I think. Yeah. Let's do it. So he's going to exile my Yorbo. Which I only had 1 more. Good game. Yeah, he saw it coming. That was a good game, guys. That was a good game. He saw it coming. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I had a lot of fun. We ended up with an 83% win ratio for the night. Now, granted, take that with a grain of salt, okay? Everyone's experience and standard is going to be a little different than my own. I'm building this strictly for farming. And as long as it's a positive win ratio, I'm good with that. It's winning us games. We're building that collection. And that's the most important part, right? Well, other than having fun too and smashing your opponent with big and green, which I'm totally changing the name to this to Big and Green. So there you go. Anyway, what could you do to change this deck more, right? You could get more Garrix Harbingers. You could get more Stone Coil Serpents for sure. You could trim this back a little bit. You could get some Scavenging Oozes, you know. You could take out this, or like I said, you can add another Gargaroth. You could get some Gem Razors in the deck, and that would free up the Wilts. So I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with it. You can even add Primal Might to this as well. As far as these cards go, I love them, but eventually you may want to trim your mana to just 5 and less once you get stronger and stronger cards to help support that, right? You could do that. For now, keep them in there. They're free. They're powerful. Use them. Use them. Keep them in there for now. Farm those cards. Build that collection. I'm also on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tratus the Gray, just like it is in the channel name. If you put that in there in Twitch, or if you just look at my other links in my profile, you can find me there. If you do find me there from the YouTube video, let me know. Say hi. Otherwise, feel free to share any comments below. If you found any value in this, do consider liking it, sharing it with a friend. Heck, even subscribe because it's free. And I'll catch you on the next. Thank you.